It finally feels like Phil Foden is smiling again. After a turbulent season one that tested both his form and Manchester City's collective rhythm, the boy from Stockport is back to doing what he does best: dictating games, deciding results, and dazzling Europe with his brilliance. This version of Foden looks eerily similar to the one that won him the Premier League Player of the Season, when he registered an absurd 27 goals and 13 assists across all competitions.
This season is back. Yeah, the season. Not feel all of us, we struggled me first, so but it happened. When Phil is in that level, when playing between the lines in the pockets, and it doesn't matter what happened, his first contact, his turn, and after his generosity, running and fighting, and as much Phil is happy and love, enjoy the rest. You don't have to say much, because he's a special player. But we need his goals definitely, and today make hopefully the first step to do it. And yeah, before the big match against on Sunday, it's important to have him back.
The version that played with audacity, timing, and the confidence of a footballer who knew he belonged among the very best. Phil is back, declared Pep Guardiola after City's 4-1 demolition of Borussia Dortmund, a night in which Foden scored twice, earned Man of the Match in the Champions League, and reminded everyone just how terrifying he can be when he's in full flow. From December 2023 to May 2024, Foden scored 8 long-range goals, including screamers against Real Madrid, and West Ham. Helping City secure their 4th consecutive Premier League title.
Here's Foden. Phil Foden! No!
Yet what makes this return so fascinating isn't just the goals, it's how Foden has evolved within Guardiola's new system. Last season, his influence dipped as City collectively struggled. He seemed trapped between roles neither a pure winger nor a classic playmaker. But this year, he's found the balance. That trademark 25-metre rocket against Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup was the first signal. His precision strikes versus Dortmund were confirmation, and yet to focus only on his finishing would be to miss the full picture. His intelligence off the ball, especially the way he operates around Erling Haaland's gravitational pull, has become one of City's greatest tactical weapons. Haaland drags defenders deep, and Foden thrives in the chaos that follows, attacking the gaps, finding the half spaces, and striking before anyone can react. Beyond that magical night in Europe, Foden has shown flashes of his brilliance against Manchester United, Arsenal and Napoli, orchestrating, pressing, creating. Each match feels like another step in his reawakening. The truth is simple. Phil Foden is not just back, he's becoming something even scarier.
You know what? If he's back, then we have a real title race on our hands, because we all remember how good Phil Foden was 2 years ago. I was hugely impressed, not just by this game, but sort of his run of match.
A complete midfielder, a cold finisher, a footballer capable of redefining what it means to be City's next great leader, and somehow nobody seems to be noticing. Phil Foden is finally smiling again, and this time it feels different.
Foden. Oh, that's clever. Haaland!
After a turbulent season both for himself and for Manchester City, the 24-year-old has rediscovered his spark, his rhythm, and that magnetic confidence that once made him the most feared young player in England. Just yesterday, he scored twice in City's 4-1 demolition of Borussia Dortmund, earning the Champions League Player of the Week and a standing ovation from Guardiola himself. It's a far cry from last season, when Foden went 15 consecutive Premier League matches without a goal or assist, an alarming drought for someone once considered City's brightest star.
I never see a player with this potential. When he's a guy who makes mistakes, and he's forgotten here. It's the most important part for a football player. Is here, not here, it's here. He's forgotten in one.
He looked frustrated, disconnected, even uncertain of his role. But this year, everything has changed. With 4 goals and 3 assists already across all competitions, Foden looks like himself again, electric, creative, unstoppable. And yet,
from the left,
people seem to forget just how extraordinary his 2023/24 campaign really was.
Here comes Walker going through, looking for Foden!
That was the year the real Phil Foden arrived, not just as a wonder kid, but as a complete footballer. Across all competitions, he made 53 appearances, 48 starts, scored 27 goals, and provided 12 assists, leading City to an unprecedented fourth consecutive Premier League title. He wasn't just part of history, he was at the centre of it. His intelligence off the ball,
Foden, oh!
his immaculate first touch,
Looking through, Foden plays it across!
and his lethal long-range shooting defined that season.
Foden!
Between December 2023 and May 2024, he scored 8 goals from outside the box. His versatility became one of Guardiola's most valuable weapons. Foden played on both wings, and even as a central attacking midfielder, his preferred position, where he feels free to create and dictate. The stats back it up. 69 successful dribbles, only Doku managed more, 82 fouls won, and 162 total shots, second only to Erling Haaland. From his early season assist to Julian Alvarez against Newcastle,
Ball, Foden takes it on the edge of the area. Alvarez shoots in position, 1-0.
to his first goal versus Nottingham Forest,
Walker's round the back, lays it off, Foden hits it.
Foden consistently stepped up when City needed him most.
Penalty area, De Bruyne, little ball back, Foden!
He even helped City lift their first ever Club World Cup. Even the Champions League heartbreak against Real Madrid didn't break him. He scored in 5 of 7 games,
Lewis in the penalty area, good ball in, Foden hits it.
and coolly converted his penalty in the shootout. His response, to finish the season on fire, decisive goals against Bournemouth,
On it goes towards Foden, Foden!
a brace versus Manchester United,
Haaland on the rebound, Foden!
and a hat-trick against Aston Villa that many still call the best performance of his career. That night at the Etihad said it all. He opened up play for Doku's assist to Rodrigo, drew a foul at the edge of the box,
Now Foden, foul,
buried the free kick,
was yellow carded earlier. Foden!
and then sealed his hat-trick with a curling beauty from distance. It was vintage Foden, clinical, creative and commanding.
Oh, and that's brilliant too! And
When City finally clinched that historic 4th title, the honours followed. Premier League Player of the Season, FWA Footballer of the Year, and the recognition of being Guardiola's most complete player since De Bruyne. Phil Foden's story isn't just about resurgence, it's about legacy. The English midfielder has been leaving his mark on Manchester City since he was barely a teenager, long before becoming a Premier League Player of the Season or a Champions League star. Foden was already catching eyes with his audacity, maturity and brilliance on the ball.
Wow, incredible. Incredible. We don't have any doubts about his quality. So I know it's difficult to play against, regularly because the squad is good and you have to compete with David Silva, with Kevin when he's there, with Gundogan. But he's incredible. He's an amazing player in terms of he can do everything. He's a mentality. He can score goals. He's a fighter. He's intelligent. His reception, his body shape, all his controls. He's a master. And he's just 18 years old. So today playing Champions League in a really important game with a lot of absence, and he was there. So we didn't have any doubts about that.
It all began in 2017 during City's pre-season tour of the United States. A 17-year-old Foden started against Manchester United
For United. And then that shot is...
in front of 60,000 fans in Houston, Texas, and despite the defeat, he stole the show.
City looking to make the most of that little error. Foden wearing 80 for City. There's Kyle Walker. Foden.
His composure, vision and technical class stunned everyone watching. Even Pep Guardiola, a man not easily impressed, was left speechless. "I don't have words," he said. "What I saw today was on another level. He's a City fan. He loves the club. He's a gift for us." That same year, Foden made his Champions League debut against Feyenoord, becoming the youngest English player ever to appear in the competition at that time. At just 17, he looked like he had been playing at the Etihad his entire life. His confidence was effortless, the kind only true prodigies have. A year later, he scored his first senior goal for City in the Carabao Cup against Oxford United.
Sterling. Foden. And Nick.
After assisting Riyad Mahrez earlier in the match. It was the first glimpse of his knack for rising to big moments, something that would define his career. In April 2019, Foden's header against Tottenham secured a crucial 1-0 win, sending City back to the top of the Premier League. It was a goal that symbolised more than 3 points. It was the coming of age of a homegrown talent ready to shoulder the club's ambitions. Fast forward to Wembley 2020, another Carabao Cup final, another standout Foden performance.
Headed down, struck by Aguero.
Deployed on the right side of midfield, he orchestrated play with confidence and flair, earning the Man of the Match award as City lifted their third consecutive League Cup. Then came Anfield 2021, a ground where City hadn't won since 2003.
Kyle Walker goes now, Robertson's half-touch, Kevin De Bruyne.
That cold February afternoon, playing as a false nine, Foden tore Liverpool apart, scoring a thunderous goal and ending an 18-year drought. He was no longer the apprentice.
Which he does, and he finds Foden.
He was the difference maker. In the Champions League quarter-finals that same season, he delivered again. Against Borussia Dortmund, Foden scored in both legs first in the dying minutes at the Etihad.
Still City probing. They have deserved more than just the one goal. And Gundogan and Foden.
Then with a rocket in Germany that sealed City's place in the semi-finals.
They've worked this corner short. Foden on the edge.
At just 20 years old, he was already deciding European nights with ice in his veins. The milestones kept coming. October 2021, he scored a brace against Brighton, showcasing his calm finishing and growing influence.
Grealish, can he make it too? Well, Foden.
Just days later, he struck a crucial goal at Anfield once more, proving he could thrive in the toughest atmospheres. And then October 2022, the match that defined him for an entire generation, City 6-3 Manchester United, a derby hat-trick. A statement. Foden, the local boy from Stockport, had just torn apart United in one of the most dominant performances of the Guardiola era. From a teenage prodigy dazzling Pep in Houston to a world-class midfielder rewriting City's record books, Phil Foden's rise has been nothing short of cinematic. And the scariest part? He's only 24 and still getting better. Phil Foden's list of career highlights doesn't end at club level. It extends onto the international stage and the biggest moments in world football. His rise has been filled with defining games, each one carving his name deeper into English football history. In November 2020, he scored his first 2 goals for England in a Nations League clash against Iceland.
Saka back to Sancho again, and Foden, that is brilliant.
It was more than just a personal milestone. It was the night he announced himself as a future leader of the national team. Calm, confident and clinical. His finishing that night reminded everyone that England had found something special. Then came 2022, and with it, the World Cup in Qatar. Foden fulfilled a childhood dream, scoring his first World Cup goal against Wales. That moment, an English star shining on the biggest stage of all, was symbolic of how far he'd come. But perhaps the crowning moment of his career so far arrived in 2024, when Manchester City finally conquered Europe. Foden played a key role in the Champions League final against Inter Milan, helping secure City's first ever European crown. It was the culmination of everything he'd worked for, a journey from academy prodigy to champion of Europe.
Manchester City, the European champions.
And just weeks before that, he delivered one of his finest domestic performances ever, a hat-trick against Aston Villa.
Oh, and that's brilliant too.
Headlined by a jaw-dropping free kick goal that left fans speechless. It was pure Foden, precision, elegance and confidence rolled into one. From England's rising hope to Manchester City's golden boy, Foden continues to prove that every stage, whether Wembley, the Etihad or the World Cup, is his to dominate. After seeing his evolution through the years, one thing is undeniable: Phil Foden is one of the brightest, most complete players in modern football. His technical ability, vision and tactical intelligence have turned him into a cornerstone of both Manchester City and the England national team.
And will be better. Phil will be better. Will be like a good wine. So with the time will be better.
In this segment, we'll dive deep into the attributes that make him a rare breed a player who can dominate any zone of the pitch, read the game like a veteran, and adapt to any tactical demand Guardiola throws his way. Foden's versatility remains one of his defining traits. He can thrive as a winger, as an interior midfielder, or as a false nine, seamlessly adjusting to the team's needs. This flexibility makes him an invaluable asset, capable of dictating the tempo, breaking lines, or finishing plays. His football IQ allows him to interpret spaces and game states faster than most players on the pitch, a hallmark of true tactical maturity. Foden's brilliance isn't limited to what he does with the ball. His off-the-ball movement is elite, constantly scanning, drifting into dangerous positions, and creating confusion among defenders. When operating as an attacking midfielder, he positions himself in the pockets between the midfield and defensive lines, forcing centre-backs and midfielders to hesitate about who should track him. Once he receives the ball in these half spaces, his first instinct is to turn and attack. His speed, low centre of gravity, and control allow him to glide past opponents or draw defenders out, creating room for others. If the defender steps up, Foden either slides in a through ball or bursts past with a dribble, a calculated decision that constantly keeps the backline guessing. A crucial element of Guardiola's attacking structure involves attacking the channel between the centre-back and full-back, and Foden is a master at it. When City switch play, the winger isolates his marker, while Foden makes an underlapping run into the vacated gap. If he receives the ball there, defenders are trapped in a dilemma: track Foden and leave space for Haaland, or stay central and let Foden penetrate. Either choice benefits City. He also makes diagonal runs into these zones to receive through balls from midfielders like Reinders or Rodri, using his timing to break defensive lines cleanly. Foden's attacking instinct is among the best in Europe. He constantly arrives inside the box when City advance upfield, exploiting blindside spaces defenders can't see. His awareness and anticipation allow him to find the gaps for cutbacks and crosses, leading to a consistent flow of goals. Then there's his long-range shooting, one of his deadliest weapons.
Chambers might have presented him the chance to get it.
City's wing play stretches defences, and Foden often drifts into the open pocket just outside the box. From there, his left foot becomes a cannon, striking top corners with precision and composure. The threat of these shots forces defenders to step up, which in turn opens space behind them for Haaland or Doku to attack. Even when positioned as a winger, he creates similar situations by cutting inside, using an overlapping teammate to drag away a defender, and then driving into the open lane for a curling finish. Foden's creativity extends far beyond scoring. He excels in back post assists, a signature move in City's attacking patterns. Haaland often drifts to the far post, where Foden delivers low, powerful crosses across goal, the kind that defenders dread because they face their own net, risking own goals. He also possesses a keen eye for through balls, capable of threading passes that dismantle defensive lines. His weight of pass and decision-making make him one of Guardiola's most reliable final third creators. Offensively, Foden dazzles, but defensively, he defines Guardiola's ethos. His pressing intensity is relentless. He presses high, anticipates passing lanes, and forces hurried decisions. His agility and stamina allow him to close down defenders rapidly, turning defence into attack in seconds. Equally vital is his counter-pressing instinct, his ability to immediately chase and recover possession after losing it. His reactions are instantaneous. Within moments of City losing the ball, Foden is already hunting it down. This energy disrupts opponents' transitions and often sparks dangerous attacking sequences. Phil Foden is not just a technical prodigy, he's a complete tactical engine. His versatility, intelligence and execution make him the modern prototype of Guardiola's football: adaptable, ruthless, and always 2 steps ahead. And the scary truth, he's back.